what's my power? Like just general, incredibly smelling man. Smells good all the time. Hey, how's it going? We are the cast plus director and executive producer
of Those About to Die here at Comic-Con 2024 with The Hollywood Reporter.
You did a lot of crazy stuff on this. What's something that you haven't done in your career before that you got to do while making this show?
Well, I kind of learned that you can do a lot of things in front of a volume stage. Now, volume stage is this huge LED stage, and I shot at the end 108 days in front of this stage. And they got like really in trouble because you need like kind of the backgrounds more or less. So we were always fighting, I constantly had to go and watch what they were like kind of producing. So, and it was the good news was we created 1,800 shots, which were all like kind of a complete background and stuff, and wide shots, closer shots. So that was like really nice.
Yeah. What about you all?
For me, I got to play a gladiator. Something that I've been wanting to do since I was a kid, running around with fake knives, and fight a guy that's 6'10". I don't think I'll ever do that again. So that was pretty cool for me to kind of experience. Yeah. What about you?
Me, first time in a toga publicly. There's everything on this job was a first, to be honest with you. First time in Rome, pretty amazing city. First time working on a job really that is this scale and length, and also first time, but hopefully not the last time, working with Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Well, same here. First time on such a big program show, and first time I'm a mother of such big kids, and enjoyed it. Beautiful. I did a great job. I'm proud of raising you.
Chariot racing is I guess the main one. Learning to be around and work with horses was something I'd never done. And obviously, at its extreme, riding a 4-horse chariot, which is an insane thing to do. Like the stunt guys that actually do it are mad. It's insane. I only did little bits for the show, the safe stuff, but that was certainly a new experience for me.
So I think the volume stage for me. It's something I've never done, and I think it's sort of so much better than green screen because you get that feeling that you're sort of there, even though you're not. But it's cool to work with something like that, to get this, especially when you're doing something ancient. So it means you get a sense of the sort of scope of the whole thing. So yeah, I'd say that.
Oh, mamma mia. Hi. So for me, I've been doing a lot of period kind of shows in my career. My big desire was to do like a Roman and Middle Age. So Roman for me was like amazing to be able to wear those costumes and live like a patrician, having this amazing house with the triclivio, which is this chair where I eat my grapes and just immerse myself in one of the most epic a moment in history of all time. So that was really a dream that came true.
Roland Emmerich, his reputation precedes himself. He's the disaster guy. We've been watching him for years. Did he stack up to how you imagined him when you first met him? What were your first memories of him when you finally got to meet him?
Roland is he's quite a unique character in a way, and there's sort of two sides to him, and one is quite demanding on set. He knows exactly what he wants. And he will change the sort of natural elements of the wind and sun if he could. It's like, why can't we get the sun to do this? And it's like, well, no amount of production budget can change that, I'm afraid, Roland. But he's also really sweet and almost childlike on set. When he's shooting stuff that he's happy about, it's like he's sort of giggling and excited, and then if things aren't going right, he's he doesn't stop until he gets what he wants. So I think there's these sort of two sides to him that I saw, and a very lovely man outside of work. I think we all got to sort of hang out. And
yeah, I also think that like he's known for this super epic world, but he's so into details. I remember one day we were shooting this massive scene with Dimitri, and he saw he did a stop, and then he wanted to adjust a curtain. He didn't like the way the curtain was. So I noticed by observing him in his job, it's true that he's epic and like a visionary, but he's also into details very much. That makes a difference. And I think that's very unique to observe and to get it out of. Nobody probably expect that.
Yeah, he thinks fast and he talks fast. So you've got to. My technique was just as soon as I get on set, go straight to Roland and just sort of like right. So then I'd understand what he wanted for the scene, and then I could go and prepare while everyone else is doing their thing. So yeah, and but he trusts us. I think he kind of leaves you alone. Yeah. Because he's cast you and he wants you to do what you're going to do, and then he'll come in and give you an absolute diamond note which you hadn't thought of, and it completely transforms the scene. And yeah, it's great.
I think you. I think it was obviously it's a ridiculous, like it's bigger than like a bucket list thing to work with Anthony Hopkins. It's a dream. It's a dream situation for an actor. I mean, he's one of the greatest of all times. I think the big thing I learned about working with Tony is like, he's such a gentleman. He holds himself incredibly well on set. He's a really nice guy, and mainly he's having a laugh all day long. All day long he's there cracking jokes to me, which is not always the easiest things. We're doing some pretty heavy scenes together, and he was cracking me up all day long, having so much fun, which is just so inspiring to be around.
Now, Roland, you obviously helped make Will Smith one of the biggest stars in the world. Yeah, you're good at casting. So what did you see in these folks, when you were getting them on board?
Well, I have the feeling, I'm really proud of them because they really, really kind of work very well in their characters. But we also became friends. That's the interesting thing, because whatever we did, right, we became friends. And that's also like kind of really nice, because you're so long together on a TV show that, we're like shot like 230 days. It's pretty much like it started in March and we ended in November. Yeah. On my birthday, right? Yeah. So it's like...
Did you guys get him a present, a cake or anything? It was your birthday?
Yes. Well, I got a cake, and it had like kind of my hats on it. It was like kind of actually really nice.
It makes it so much nicer. Like, it makes the experience so much better when you're doing, like you say, when you're doing a long one. You need to be able to go home at the end of the day and be like, what a lovely group of people.
Also, you have to have like kind of lunch breaks, and then most of the time, on the weekend dinners, because I'm always inviting everybody who is in town. I invite, and that's always kind of great. So because you have like kind of private time together.
We basically did a tour of like all the restaurants in Rome. We was trying different ones, and then
all the better ones.
All the better ones, yeah. And then we had the favorites, and we stuck with the favorites for a lot of times. But yeah, we were.
It's not often on time where you're on a job where you have everything. Someone told me that when I started this job, that you won't have anything, you will not have everything in this job, like being on a project that you respect, that you would love to see, with an amazing character, with some people you love, and eventually, it will be a great success. But no, but seriously, and we all loved our characters, and each character and we happened to love each other a lot. So that was that moment for me, I guess, for us, to have it all.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, Tiffany has a bucket. You can reach in and grab a question, each of you.
Okay. Okay, so here, what's the best costume you've seen at this Comic-Con so far? we were like not even in the main hall. You know, I mean, we're like kind of run from one thing to the other. And it's all in hotels, and everybody's very serious, you know. And so I have not seen anything. I have seen a lot of security guards. That's I have to say.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Which character from any film or TV show would you choose to cosplay as? Is that me? Okay. Do you know, I was saying, because we got asked this the other day, and I thought, do you remember the town mayor in Nightmare Before Christmas? He's sort of mad. No one ever cosplays as him. Probably because you can't get an outfit like his head. Do you remember the guy's head switches around? He's got like a cone head and a little hat and a suit. What's wrong with you people? Just Comic-Con and you don't know the mayor from...
No, I remember. Yeah,
You
is
remember?
that when I said that I would love to be invisible and you came up
you
with
chose
this?
the invisible
yeah,
cloak,
we could
which
be
is-
an amazing couple. Like I'm invisible. and
I'm
you
just
have
talking
this-
to myself around Comic-Con.
Exactly. You can't see me. Like Scorpus who talks to himself.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. So I'm the town mayor. I know no one seems to know who that is. This is a massive disappointment.
I don't know. No.
I would play
Yes.
boredom in Inside Out. You know, the French boredom that is so bored with the phone, doesn't give a fuck. I love that. I would play her.
Spider or something? Yeah, it's very scary. Who is the most iconic voice in an animated series that comes to your mind? The thing is, in France, they are iconic too, the one who does the comics. But I would say, because I love him, Steve Carell in Gru. That's mine. That was my question.
I have that one.
What's the best costume you've seen at Comic-Con so far? Well, I saw this one, I don't know if you've heard of it, the mayor from the Nightmare Before Christmas. And I don't know where they got this costume from, but I think it's a fantastic idea, and congratulations to them if I don't get to bump into them.
Give me the bucket.
Give him the bucket.
So I was going to say, I'd very rarely get starstruck, but I just walked past H. John Benjamin, and I was like, right on. Okay. What would your superhero name be? Oh, damn. It's probably just...
Flying Jojo?
the J-Man? It's probably just the J-Man. It's my name anyway. J-Man, Joe Bones. What's my power? Like just general, incredibly smelling man. Smells good all the time.
If you could have one... Oh, sorry, love.
No, go on. I thought we were about to answer,
Go,
but
go.
you go.
No,
You go.
no.
Switch it up.
Okay.
New question. Go
So
for it.
if you could have one superpower, what would it be? Yeah, I want to win Wimbledon. So I would love to have probably the best serve, best backhand, best volley, best demi-volley. I'm obsessed with tennis, so I would want to be like number one tennis player in the world. But in the ATP, not in the women's. I want to compete against Alcaraz and win. That would be my superpower. Mad? I'm mad?
Mad.
Crazy, I know.
It's not really a superpower.
Well,
It's been really good at tennis.
it is, because it's impossible to get there, so you have to have a superpower to do that. Yeah, by the way, it's mine, you know.
Sorry,
what do you want?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, which character from any film or TV show would you choose to cosplay as? Oh, good question. I think I'd love to do like a Iron Man. Yeah, but like, you know, the 300 grand Iron Man suit, like the real deal where, you know, like it's got aircon inside and it's got all the, you know, the high tech, you know, technology. I think me and my agent were talking about that. Yeah.
Great.
So yeah, fully invested in.